Hello everyone, very nice to see you. I hope everything sounds alright. I managed to complete the loop. We are in Krakow again, in the Baron, and we'll be practicing some nighttime instrument approaches. Didn't expect this. Hey Blaze! How come you didn't expect this? That's what always happens. Anyway, it's a pretty nice sunset here, which means we'll be in instrument, well, in the nighttime client conditions. Also the clouds seem to be pretty low, so yeah, we'll be we'll be doing those instrument approaches very soon. Right, let me put down the bass and I'll show you what we are doing today. Blazed, which part didn't you expect? Definitely not instrument, yes. You are very right, I didn't think about that. But that definitely happened. The bass. Oh, I also played the guitar. I simply use a looper, Boss RC30, so I loop the guitar during the intro and then I loop the bass when you can actually see me. That's pretty fun, I like doing that. I think it sounds pretty okay, the loop today. That's one nice guitar, yeah? That's an Ibanez. Right, let me show you. We have the FailBot running, so that you know that one already. And we have Volanta, which shows data in the top overlay. I just entered the flight, it's super basic, from Kraków to Kraków, and the route I just entered direct. Blaze being the first, very nice. Welcome. You actually remembered, or just checked the rewards when you saw the FailBot. Okay, Mikwa. Hey, yes, I played the guitar and the bass again today. We are here in the sunset in Kraków. It looks pretty nice. This EasyJet is always there. I actually spawned below it, so I had to slew myself out of it. That was a bit unexpected. Anyway. And we'll be doing some instrument approaches today. We have been flying here before in one of the Cessnas. I remember there was quite a few nice approaches. Cheater! Well, it basically, I would push the plane myself in real life, just applying the force and sweat, and push the aircraft out of the way. That's how I do it. I keep forgetting about the auto shoutout. Where can it be? Oh, right, shoutout. Kevmiko, another cool streamer. You can go check and follow it. Yeah, it's really good. I like it. Less typing for me and a great effect. I like this view. It's really nice. Right, let's have a look. The runway, alright, 2.5 will be the preferable today. I'll select the same one for the arrival. We are not going anywhere. And then there's a bunch of approaches. If you remember, there's ILS. Is the ILS localizer? It might be. And there is VRDME. So VRDME is a pretty cool approach that I like doing. Actually, you know what? We'll just pin out all of them, so we have them for later. Let's pin the RNP as well, why not? I have to get that set up myself. I'm guessing that's a FailBot thing. Yes, Ivan is here. Welcome. So I'll show you very quickly. I have this here in the FailBot, and I have two things. First, I have the command that does the shoutout when I type the command. So that's the one here, there's a bunch of effects. And here's Ibanez, welcome, our Tampa resident. I heard you're going to Sun and Fun this weekend, is that true? I am so jealous, would like to go myself. Basically the loop here waits until I switch to the correct scene. So it just runs delay until my switch is selected to the live scene. Also, you need to remember the OBS something WebSocket, I think, integration. Then there is the announce that basically sends the message with the link. There's the FailBot shoutout that's in the screen and the native Twitch shoutout. And also remember that inside there is a target. Here I have, here is $target, so it's whoever is in the command. And then I've copied all of this to the events here. And on the event I have viewer arrived event, and I basically pasted all the same effects, except I had to change $target to $user. And that's how it works. Now it works. I can... Oh, also it only works for people in undefined groups, so only the people who I know are streamers. And I remember to add into the group. But if you need help, I can help with that. I can share this so we can just copy paste that. Should be much easier. Oh, there are those interesting approaches. There is the ILS. I think it's ILS localizer. So you can also do the localizer approach. So with ILS localizer, we're DME with the continuous final descent. I'm glad it was very great to have you there. Enjoy the end of your stream yesterday. Oh, like you, I can hardly ever stay until end of Ivana's streams. Once all here. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, you're very welcome. There's few YouTube videos how to do that from FailBot people or someone else, but if you're having any trouble, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can always ping me on Discord. I'll be very happy to help, because it took me a while to get this running, so I understand it. You might need some help. And we also have the RNP approach, so we can try all of them today. That's 4 approaches. That's a lot of time. And we'll be using the runway 225, which is usually the default runway here, because we have usually western winds in Europe. Right, that's it. I'll get you back to the view. Let's kill the guitar and get the music going. Right, I need to strap myself in. Look at that sky, yeah, it's pretty nice. It's been a bit different. I've been watching this for the last half an hour and it's pretty great. Also the reflections on the Baron, because we have those light sources here. That's pretty sweet. And the thing I absolutely hate about the default airports is that there are no light sources. It's pitch dark, you can't even see where you're supposed to park. That's super bad. I don't even have FailBot yet, I've just been using CloudBot today. Oh, I just selected this one because it looked good, but... well, I'm not sure if this feature is in other bots, so you can definitely try. I'm sure other bots will catch up soon enough. It's awesome. Gotta get there for lights on Flight Sim 2. Oh, there's such a thing, I had no idea. Alright, my effects are disconnected. Now remember I have a new chair and doesn't have lockable wheels. I have a workaround for that. I just tie a loop around 3 of them and it's good enough. Posted the Discord. Thank you, Ivanas. That's very nice. So I'll disappear for a second because I have to do that and I'll be back in a moment. I need to figure out a better way to do this. Alright, I'm almost here. It's absolute madness. Because not only I have these wheels to treat, there's also a ton of cables and microphone stand under my feet, so that's not as easy as it seems. I think I did that a bit too well, now I cannot move myself forward. I'm trapped. No. Alright, I think this works. Thank you, Ivanes. That's very nice. Posted in the mods. Alright, so I'll be able to check that later. Alright, I'm struggling with all the sim setup today. Anyway, let's get this thing running. Does that work now? I think it does. Also, I have one new thing today. We'll maybe use it later. The one I tried to set up last time, and that made me late with everything else. Right, my setup is falling apart today. I don't know what's going on with me. Robert, hello there. Very nice to see you. I think you'll still have a chance to redeem the second and third. You see me here struggling with my chair and everything. So I just found some parts. I'm not sure it fell off, what it fell off. However, it is second. Thank you. Right, my new chair is great, except my new seat is great, except for the fact that I can't lock the wheels. Alright, seems to be better now. Phew, maybe that's the crisis averted. Yeah, the sky is great today. Alright, let's try to start the plane then. Also, you should be able to play along on Europe North multiplayer. I had some network warning before, so I hope it's back to normal soon. Also, I remember someone sent me a friend invitation on Flight Sim, I think during the last stream, and I forgot to click that. I think it's no longer there, so you can always do that again. I'm sorry for not clicking it on time. Unless I did click it and I forgot. I'm not sure about that. Right, I can also show you around. Oh, Primes are not super happy right now. Yeah, there's a terminal. It's not huge, but it's there. We have the Ryanair. There's the train running. Here's the EasyJet and Fly Dubai. Oh, that's interesting. Here are the clouds. There are some hills nearby. And some business jets. That's pretty much it. I really like the reflections. And you say there are... Ivan is being the third. Thank you. Right, so let's jump in. I have the headlamp, that's great. I'll hide the aux because they're always in the way. I need to work on my setup. I'm still struggling with this sitting position. Alright, let's start that then. How much fuel do we need? Let's check how much we have. We have half tanks as usual. Let's put a bit more. Hello there, Joy Bolo. Welcome. Very nice to see you. You are in Krakow. We'll have the FailBot running and we'll be training instrument approaches. There's at least 4 of them that are pretty nice. So I think we'll try all of them. Time for meeting. What's cracking? Haven't heard that before. And also we have pretty dramatic sky over here. It will be nighttime anytime now. Right, let's get more fuel. With 2 pilots, I'll get just 75% of the fuel. That should be good enough. Right, battery is running. We can get the cabin lights on so I can actually see anything here. Nav lights, beacon, panel, flood. Alright, it's okay. Let's check here. Fuel sectors are on, mixtures are off. Throttle idle, prop forward. It is super dark in here. I wonder if there's any more lights. Should have these guys. How about that? No, that's not a light. I think I haven't flown the Baron yet. In nighttime. Right, let's do that. So what do we do? Right, we start with mixtures forward, throttles forward, get the right fuel pump to high, 1, 2, 3 seconds, get it to off, mixture 50%-ish, throttle idle and open just a bit, lights in the back work too for those spikes that are always back there. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, they're there. They just swiped from the top, the pilots. I was curious if you can see this from the outside. Not bad at all. Let's make a screenshot. And whoever was sending me friend invitation last time and I forgot to click it, please do it again. Right, we'll keep those lights off. We don't really need them. I think there should be 2 more. Anyway. Also, I'll get this thing back, it's always in the way. Right. To reset the parking brake. Close... Actually, let's open the cowl flaps. Stepping on the brakes, locking the parking brake. Magnetos on the right to both, and... unmute the sim for you. Let's see what happens. Right, I think it has started. Get it to 1000 RPM. That looks a-okay. Oh, it's a good time for a cat jump. Yeah, I totally agree. It's such a good emote. Alright. Right engine's running. Oh, right alternator on. Right fuel pressure is in the green. So that is covered. Now the left engine. Mixture is forward. Throttle is forward. Prime it. 1, 2, 3. List off. Mixture halfway. Close the throttle. Open a bit. Magnetos both. And starter. Right, I think it code up. Let's get it to 1000 RPM. And the FailBot noticed that. Good stuff. Left alternator on, left oil pressure is in the green. I can release the toes now. We are not rolling anywhere. Also, I did check the ground texture here. Avionics master on. We'll get those pitot hits and everything a bit later. It's 11 degrees, so it's not the end of the world. Let's get the heater. I think I keep the blower off. Just open it just a little bit. That should do the job. Start the sinks. Squawks. Alright, stand by and we'll do... Actually, we'll do 2000 for the IFR. Also, I do have a map for you, so I'll keep it on. Let's see if it works. If it goes black, please let me know, and then I need to refresh the web page. That should fix the problem. It has a glitch that sometimes it goes black. Alright, is that everything we needed here? I think it is. I remember you could regulate the lights so they're brighter or darker. I already forgot where that was. That's great. Okay, let me think. What do we do next? Alright, I think we need to review the charts. First thing we need is our runway heading, that's 252, so let's set this up. That's the other way, I'll get it to 250. Привет и добрый день. Hey, Kayla, thank you. It's cool, I can read that. I took some time to learn to be able to read that. I think that was a good decision to do that. Not that it's useful every day, but every now and then it helps me a lot. Very nice to see you. Let me show you. We have this nice scenery and nice clouds. We'll flank instrument approaches. There's someone else here. Great stuff. Right, 252 is the runway heading. I'll get the CDI, well, obvious there. I'm at work, so I can't really see. Oh, gotcha. So we start with the ILS, because why not? We'll do, on departure, we'll do normalies on the missed approach. Just remember that technically the missed approach doesn't go from the ground, it goes from here, so you might in some cases be a bit too low to do that procedure when you're taking off. So you definitely need to check. You're always able to follow it when you do that from the missed approach point or fix, but if you get any lower, it may not always be possible, and I think Aspen is a good example. Also, we've got great points naming here. Right, so with departure is it's actually RNF point. Oh, it's a fix. Sorry, it's not RNF. It's just a regular fix. It's a distance from Kilo Alpha Kilo Lurk. Alright, Ivanes, we'll see you later. So we need 110.3 and 112.8. Let's set those up. (1103). That's the ALS. Transfer it, and we also need 1128. Right, we'll need the VR initially. I think this goes on radial. Actually doesn't say which radial, but it's probably 252. And then we go right on heading 346, climbing to 4000. And basically we'll go over Kilo Alpha Kilo and, well, do the approach. Don't think there's any seed from Kilo Alpha Kilo because that's too close for the jets. We'll just do the vector ourselves, but we'll do this using the VR. Let's check where's Kilo Alpha Kilo. Right. I hope everything is sounded right today. If anything is off, please let me know. Oh no, sorry, it goes then as directed, and Kilo Alpha Kilo is the VR on the airport, so we can't actually use it. Right, from over there, I think we can join over Kilo Alpha Kilo and do flight outbound on the localizer and do procedure turn. I think this will be just fine enough for us. Normally you're vectored here, so that's why it's not listed here, I think. Right, so we need 4000. I'll hit the B so we get the QNH. Also, let's check the weather real quick. I should have it handy. Yeah, I loaded the meters, so there's few clouds 6500. But that's actually pretty high, we won't be in the clouds. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, and in tough there might be shower rains, reduced visibility, broken 900. Actually, that's much later. So for us, broken 1400, shower rain, visibility 4000, wind 15, gusting 25. Right, so we can do that, no problem. Okay, let's maybe taxi, do the run up, and then we'll do the briefing on this approach, because I will not have too much time to do this in the air. unless we stay in the holding. Actually, we can do that. We can stay in the holding over kilo alpha kilo. Let's do this for practice. Why not? Right, transponder alt. Let's check our cabin temperature, 25. Alright, so that's not bad at all. It's getting crazy hot with this heater. Taxi light on, and get all those heatings on, and vent blower. Also, I need to remember to learn de-leaning. I checked Jesus when he was doing this today, so hopefully I'll have a bit easier time today than the last time. And one thing, alright, I'll do this. Actually, let's do this now. Got to go for dinner. We'll see you later, however. I switched the nav1 source to nav, not GPS. Remember the trouble I had the last time? I didn't know what was going on. Also, our elevation, 800 feet. Let's have a look at the chart. It all says 791. Alright, so we are 800 feet. Is a number to remember for me. Let's roll then. Parking brake released, and for taxi, we'll just go forward, left, Zulu 5, Zulu 6, Alpha, and do the run up here. And see, we do not have this holding base for run up. That's something that seems to be very common in US, not so much in Europe. Right, there's the taxiway line. The aircraft that was here before already took off, it seems. So that's good for us. Alright, I thought I got lost for a second. Oh, it's actually still here. MD82. Interesting. Everything is more challenging at night here. Here's the whole short point. Parking brake set. Let's do the run up, and then we'll do the briefing. Right, stepping on the brakes, throttle. Bounce, get to 1700 RPM. I still don't remember what's the actual number from the manual. This should be good enough. Right, we'll check the magnetos. Both to left. And we are getting 90 RPM drop on both, so that's within the limit between them. Get back to both. Let them go up and run for a moment. Alright, back to 2 clicks. So we both are on the right. That seems to be okay now. See the drop. It is the same drop. So around 100 RPM. Right, back to both. Now we'll be checking prop governor. So we get the prop levers back and move them forward. Again, we try not to go below 1500, I believe. Right, so the RPM is responding. Now we look at manifold pressure. It should be going up because there is less RPM. I think it barely went up. It actually did. Next we look at oil pressure. It should be going up as well because the oil goes from the propeller hub to the system, and it's going up. Alright, so that's good. I'll balance my audio levels one again on my audio interface. Bear with me. Alright, I think now I'm good. What I'm struggling with it is to get a good balance between what I want you hear on the stream and my microphone feedback that goes directly from the audio interface. And because I have one slider to balance between them and another one for the volume, it does take quite a lot of fiddling to get that right. But I need that because when I'm speaking to the side, like now, then I can hear in my headset that it's not loud enough for you. That's how it works. Okay. Right, let's... I said we'll do it in the holding. So we do the holding in over kilo, alpha kilo. Just have a quick look. We'll take off. Runway heading, so radial 252. To distance 12.5, then right heading 346, and as soon as we reach 4000, I'll go inbound the VOR, and we'll do right turns over the VOR. I think we'll take radial 270, so inbound heading 270. Alright, let's do it. I'll keep this open for me, so I see what's going on. Actually, I need to disable my position, so it's not so easy for me to see what's going on. Actually, we'll need to use my navigation, and we'll get here in the sim. I'll get back from the chart. I'll just stay here on this main menu. That's good enough for me. Here we'll switch to traffic page. And you see the map that went black already. I'm not sure it's doing that. Oh no, and it signed me out. Hang on, I'll try to solve it. Alright, signing in. Seems to be a bit better now. I think this scale should be fine enough. Maybe one click back. Let me know if you want to adjust it. I'll be happy to do that for you. Right, I hope it will be working. I'm not sure how long it will keep working. There seems to be some issue there. I'm not sure what is happening. Right, let's get ready then. So we go bottom left to right. Strobes on. Taxi light off. Landing lights on. Keep the heater, fuel pumps too low, drop sync stays off, here everything is okay, and we have all the heaters. Then go to the right, fuel selectors are on the both, and we have 3/4 of fuel, mixture forward, prop forward, keep the RPM on 1000. I actually went idle, and remember that the engines have the habit at night when I do that. Hey Manes, welcome back. Right, and last but not least, flaps approach. Transponder 2000. Alright, so we're good to go. And it's proper nighttime. Parking brake released, also cold flaps are open. Right, it definitely feels more challenging during nighttime. Here's the runway, or at least it's supposed to be. Alright, we can see the runway lights, there's runway center line lights. We do not see the paint, so let's just double check on the map that is correct runway. It looks good. I'll get back from here. Right. I'm still fighting with my sitting position. I need to find some better way to do that. Oh, now that the transponder switched to the night mode, it's black background now. That's super cool feature. Engine temperatures are in the green, everything is okay. Runway heading, let's check it. Right, super dark here, 2.5 on the magnetic compass and 2.5 here. I did botch something with the heading back, so let's correct it. 1, 2. Same on the course. Alright, now that's 2.52. So that should be a-okay. I hope everything is looking right, sounding right. Let me know if my mic is still out or anything like that. Maybe it was a click too loud. Should be better now, I hope. I don't know. It's all over the place. Okay, what's that? Parking brake released. Throttles forward. Alright, full RPM, engine instruments in the green. Keep the center line. I didn't check the wind. Seems to be crosswind from the right. Airspeed alive. There's red line. Rotate. Over the blue line. Keep the climb speed. Positive climb. Gear up. I cannot see anything already out the window. 200 feet, reducing power. 27, 25, 50. Actually, I think we can keep it on 20, 28. Right, keep this runway heading. Should be enough, so we should be receiving the VR. We need the climb. Flaps up, trim back. And do the things. Landing lights off, fuel pump off, and propulsion on. Right, we'll need to intercept this radial. Need to go to the left, we are 6 degrees off. Also, catch the FPV, welcome, welcome. We are flying in Krakow in the Baron. I'm doing some nighttime flying. Here's your shout out. The automatic one. Very nice to see you. How are you doing? So we are here. Yeah, great stuff. Anyone wants to fly along? We are Europe North. You can always join. Right, so we are going basically following the miss approach procedure here, climbing 4000 at 12.5. We turn right. Alright, there we go. Right leg. Alright. Where's the stop the climb? Right leg dead, right engine dead. Right prop checking, comfort feather. Right throttle check, confirm idle. Right mixture check, confirm cutoff. Right alternator off. And right fuel selector off, I hope. Actually didn't see what happened there. That's bad. I'm good, just spent the day tidying up my office. Cool, cool. See, the prop stopped, so that's good stuff. We're 4 miles under radial, so we still need to... Alright, we're actually 4,000 feet now, so let's level up here. Reduce the power on the working engine. We keep full throttle and reduce the RPM. I actually forgot to move the RPM full forward. Oh no. Yeah, I need to correct my feet. Alright, it's not bad at all. I'll reduce the power then. 24... 25? Maybe this will do the job. Who was that? Nicotine! Welcome, welcome. Very nice to see you. Thank you for doing that. It was actually a good time to do that. All done now. Oh, tidying up the office, added few more electrical sockets, had to cut into the wall and then fill and paint. Oh, that's a lot of work. I hope you enjoyed it. It can be a cool work. Right, we are over the MSA, so we can turn right direct into the VR and do the holding there. Right engine is dead. Your map is still showing things, so let me know if that's good enough view or do I need to zoom out, zoom in. Also, Nikon and always forget to adjust this attitude indicator before the flight. Right, let's start with that. I hope you're fine, sorry I'm lurking, no problem. Thank you for coming, thank you for failing the engine. I actually need to reduce power a lot. I used to do electrical work when I was younger, turned money during university, never forgot it. Oh, good stuff, that's a good skill to have. So I will be going direct to VR. Help me with that, I'll use this bearing indicator. So the yellow arrow should point us at the VR. I want to keep this 4,000 feet altitude. Let me try to do that. I'll reduce the power further. Let's check 22. 22. I wonder if that will work. Right, now we are directly inbound the VR and I wanted to hold on the radial 270. So inbound heading, oh, inbound track 270. So that is selected. Alright, now for the entry. We'll be doing left turns and we are basically on the edge between parallel entry and offset entry. Which one shall we do? I think offset is more challenging, so let's do the offset. Slightly more challenging. Alright, I think I managed with everything. Seems microphone is sounding alright, my chair is still not where I would love to have it, but it's okay. Remember, I need to keep the rudder so that the ball is on the left mark, because we have the left engine running. Close the cowl flaps. Also, let's check the amps so that we do not kill the battery. They're totally in the dark. I wonder why that is. Alt L, get the headlight. No, my altitude. That's bad. Now I can't find those amps. I remember there was some around here. Oh, that's where they are. Alright, we are good. Let's see, half mile. Alright, so we start the clock now. We're actually overhead the VR. See how the bearing needle switched. Start the clock. Right, left 30 degrees, so that will be 0, 060. Fly for 1 minute and then do the right turn. We're doing right turns. I'm not sure why I said left turns when I actually meant right. I was looking at the chart, imagining the current thing, but said the wrong thing. Right, pretty good. I feel much more confident with those engine failures than I used to. And you see I'm not messing up the procedure anymore all the time. I think I even got all the actions today. That's nice. Right. There's 1 minute. Turn to the right. We need standard turn. So the wing on the turn coordinator should be here on the mark. I'll get slightly more power. Got good 23, 23. CDI live, so we are a bit light. We'll overshoot it just a bit. I will increase our turn right here. Right, it's actually pretty well. We were just on the radial. Stop the clock, reset the clock. Let's see, 3 miles in. Alright, I need to keep this altitude. This power just a touch. Get our heading back where it should be, so I'll get it on 270. Right, let's review the approach. So we need to fly. Actually, I could have done the holding the other way. We need to join the localizer on the outbound. We'll do the procedure turn at... Let's do it at Bowsy. So you're not seeing this, but I'm trying to correct the holding here. Right, so they're at Bowsy. Oh no, actually you can do it at Ofuk. Ofuk will be good enough. We didn't go as far. So we go to Ofuk, that's 11.7 miles. We do the procedure turn there. And then we start at 4,000 at Ofuk, descend 3,000, kilo 362 at 7 miles. That's our final approach fix. 3-degree descent path. And I'm almost over the VR here. Let me think. Yeah, we're basically almost over it. We're 3,000 feet above, which means half mile, so we still have just a bit to go. I went off the radial here. I'm looking for the flag to switch, and then I'll start the turn to the right. Come on, it should be around now. Also, do not chase the needle. It's switched now. Alright, so we'll go for the outbound. And I think we'll be ready to do the approach. Right, 3-degree descent paths on the standard one. Minima for us, night and 1, so 1,000 feet. Altitude. That's it. Enemies approach, climb straight ahead to kilo 383, the distance 12.5. and right heading 346, then as directed. Alright, I think we're ready. MSA here is 3000, 3200, 6900. I'll keep the view like this and let's get into the plane. The heading got a bit crazy here because I was looking to the side and I went out of my altitude, which isn't great. Right, so what we'll do, we will not do another loop of holding, I will just go right to intercept the localizer, which means I will need to switch to the localizer. Switching to 110.3. Is receiving. Yes, this. Great. Also, I need to set my final approach course, which is 252, so let's set this. 250, 12. I'm actually not sure. I think this is 252. Right, we'll use this intercept angle. Level off. I'm pressing the rudder all the time to compensate for the dead engine. What's up with the pink thing? Oh, and we do have some rain. Our outside temperature is... Right, it's above 0, so we're not in any icing. I need to trim up just a bit. Right, now I'm a bit more focused, so it's looking a bit better than before. I'll try to adjust this attitude indicator. Let's get it to here. Localizer alive and running. Right, we'll overshoot it. No, don't worry about that. Just overshoot, get into this right one turn, and we'll intercept it again a bit further. Right, we are going 11.7 miles. We are already 4 miles out. There's the localizer alive again. I lost the visual reference outside. It's only there to the left, which is not helping at all, so I need to focus on my attitude indicator. Right, I'll set the heading back to where we are flying. We need to practice this. Stay on this localizer, 5.67 miles, so we have 6 miles to go. It feels pretty chill today. Maybe all this practice finally paying off. Even the holding when looking to the side, it was a bit better than it used to be. Still not perfect. I lost the altitude a few times there. Also, we don't need the chrono for the time being, so I'll go and hide it. Right. I wonder if we get enough situational awareness with the chart that you are seeing, or shall I put some more information there? 8.6, 3 miles to go. Actually, flying at night feels very different, especially the IFR. One and a half mile to go. And we will do the procedure turn to the left. Actually, let's do this 45 180 procedure turn, so we'll need the clock for that. The way we do that, we go 45 to the left. Let's run here, fly that for 1 minute, and then do 180 for the right, intercept the localizer. 11.8, so we can start the procedure turn, turning left. Actually, I should calculate the heading. So 252 is the final approach course, then the opposite is minus 200, so 052 plus 20, 072. Right, that seems to add up. Minus 45, that's 072 minus 45. Oh, that's 22 minus 5, that's 17. So, few clicks to the left, and there we go. And start the clock, start the clock. I need to show off like 15 seconds from there. Started it a bit late. Oh, lost 100 feet in the turn, so not great. I'm trying to trim it. Right, 29 seconds, we are going up to 45 because I started the clock a bit late. $40. $45. Now 180 to the right. So this will be, oh no, 252 minus 45. So that's 212 minus 5, 217. I see, I need to practice this. It's not easy to get those easy numbers out in your head. Fix engine. Thank you, Ever. We'll fix it. We'll start it, I think, when we're on the grounds. I hope that works for you. Just continuous approach on one engine. Is that fine? Let me know. Guitar time! Hey Miriam, guitar time will be a bit later at the end of the stream, but yeah, we will do that. We also did at the beginning of the stream. Very nice to see you, welcome, welcome. I was saying the heading, I already forgot it. Right, localizer alive, so we can start intercepting that, put the final approach course on the heading back. Keep 4000 until 11.7 miles. Now this localizer is more alive than before. Oh, it's actually far, so it's oscillating the signal, I think, that's what it's doing. Did you add better TTV and 7TV? I have better TTV, I think. I haven't heard about 7TV before today. So I'll try to do that later on. But I should have BTTV and FFZ. Everyone just speaking the which gibberish. 3 slots for animation emote. Cool. Still need to get some emotes. It's on my to-do list. It's been a while. Right, once we pass off hook and start our descent, reset the clock, we'll configure the aircraft. So we are now inbound off hook, that will be at 11.7 miles. Once we are there, we'll start the descent. Have to move this a bit so I can see our minima at 1000 feet. You can do emote like guitar time with yourself. Cool. I need to do that. I may maybe I'll ask for your help. Maybe you know some tools that will help me out, and I don't have to do this from scratch. Good idea. Thank you for saying that. I do appreciate it. 13.7, 2 miles to go. 2 miles to go. Keep the altitude. Now I can see something outside, so it's much easier to fly because I have some visual reference. At least I see the aircraft is moving in the corner of my eye. One mile to go. I also have the FailBot, so if you know any cool stuff, you can let me know. I already have the walk-on shoutouts, that's pretty great. And actually the FailBot is using it. Half mile to go. Taking forever. You can already see the airport on the map. $11.7. Alright, let's start the descent. Reduce power. Change the altitude here in the window. Alright, let's reduce power a lot. Speed check, gear down. Speed check, flaps approach. Prop sync off. Landing lights on. Fuel pumps low. Prop forward, mixture forward. And fuel. We have, well, between half and 3/4, and it should be on the main tank. Alright, good stuff. So far so good. We're on the localizer. Super easy today. I can see the runway there, so I'll be just looking inside. Maybe I need the hood actually for the flying with you. That will be cool. I'll think about it. How can I get the hood or the IFR glasses? This would be super fun. Here's 3000. Established on the localizer. I do want to slow down a bit, so I'll put 22 and full RPM. Now I need more rudder because we have more power, I think. So we have the flaps and gear, so we need more power actually. Keep the 3000. Let's see. Kilo 362 as at 7 miles. It's our final approach point. Minimum at 1000, go around altitude 4000. 1.5 miles to go. Keep this altitude. Right now it's getting real. I need a lot of more rudder. It's harder to keep everything on the values I need it. Glide up alive. Now when we are half scale deflection on the glide slope, we can say fully established on ILS. Right, that's fully established on ILS. 2.5. I will need wait just a bit more of the descent. I think when, well, between the first dot and the 0 line, it should be good enough. Right, start the descent now. Reducing power a bit. Start with 20. Let go around altitude 4000. And let's see, our ground speed will be around 110 knots, so we'll need like 600 feet per minute descent. We're getting below the glide slope, so let's correct it. I need to release the rudder a bit. Python is red. Yeah, Python is weird, but there's a lot of stuff running in Python, so I recommend to learn it at least. Still below glide slope, correcting. We're getting right of the localizer, correcting. 1500 to go. 1000 is our minima. I think we have a lot of headwind, that's why I need shallower descent angle. Interesting. I'm not looking outside, I know you see the runway. I'm just trying to keep my eyes inside. We are still a bit low on the glide level, so it's within the limits. Yeah, having stable approach is super important here. Remember, I very often had unstable approaches and then I was fighting at the few last miles. Thousand to go. After JavaScript, PHP, I'm trying to understand Python. It's pretty similar to everything you know, it's similar concept, it's just a bit different syntax, few different ideas. All of them are similar. If you try F# or Haskell or Octal, that's different. Right. I see the runway in the corner of my eye. I know it's pretty close, so I'm trying not to look there. Now it's getting out of hand. I should have remembered my pitch on the descent, so I'm just covering my eye so I do not see the runway. I do not have the hood, so that's what I'm doing. Seems to be okay. 500 to go. So I need to reduce the power a bit because we're descending. That's what's happening there. And upgrading this on the last second. 400 to go. Alarm! I'll read in a moment. 300 to go. And we are losing it. 200 to go.
Danger, master, danger.
Danger! Definitely danger. 100 to go. Damn. I see those lights in the corner of my eye. And minimum. There's a runway. Let's land. Destabilization. Well, it happens because we are so close, so the needles are way more sensitive because, you know, the angular deflection is higher when we go the same distance. So when you're far, that's easy to track. Here, that's basically why I need the stable approach, so you don't go chasing it. Why don't we see our landing lights there? Right. Throttle idle. Release the rudder. Boom. There you go. Here are the claps. Oh, it's actually nicotine and the alarm. Thank you.
Wow.
Right. I heard there were a few things in the chat, so let's check that up. I need to keep my engine on 1000 RPM so it doesn't die. I'm starting to remember. Pascal. Oh, Pascal. I haven't used Pascal in ages. Working brake set. Cowl flaps open. Alarm. Danger. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, nicotine. Destabilization. Chaos. Landing crate 105. Not bad. I mean, it was all pretty good. So, do I need to explain why the needles go crazy when it gets so close? I can check my new stuff. Hang on. It's not close enough, so oh no, I didn't think this through. I have a tablet here where I can draw. Actually, you can do it like that. No, hang on. I'll need to think about this in the future to have some better setup. I just didn't have time to test run this, so that's what we are saying now. No, it's super bad. No panic. Alright, here's the draw. No, we have a we have a condition for that. Remember me fixing this all the time last time? So, we have the runway. And then we have the glide slope range. Now the problem is, once you're very far... Meow on the stream, interesting. Yeah, it's there. You can try it. What an artist. Yeah, Vex Frost coming in. So when we are far out, that's how far we can go. Well, let's say this is half the displacement. Let's say the dash line is a full 2 dots, to full scale, and you can see that as you get closer, this gets pretty narrow. So that's the reason why it's so hard to chase it when you're so close. And well, if you're stabilized, you just keep your descent right, and everything should be a-okay. That's why it's such a good idea to get stabilized earlier. Right, so we get the idea. That's how it works. Yay, we tried it. Oh, also need to do one more thing for 10. Hang on. Here's the happy little tree in the corner. Right, so that's it. I will hide it. Alright, it's also causing few issues on the stream, so I will need to figure this out. The OBS is losing frames when I'm sharing that. I think I just need to change some settings and it will be okay. And yeah, I need to fix my ergonomics and microphone angle. and figure out how I can lock my chair when I'm streaming. That's gonna be the real trouble. Right. I hope I haven't killed the rears or anything when I was moving the chair and hit the mic stand. I think you're okay. You should be fine. I hope you are. It's our landing crate. Let's have a look at that. 1-5. Here. Alright, so that's within the touchdown zone, I believe. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, it is. I think. Bounce. That's pretty good. Alright, let's start the engine and check next approach. We'll actually do the localizer. How are we doing time-wise? 1.5 hours. Oh, that's running slow. Also, the map is still alive for you. That's a good sign. Let's start this engine. So we need to start it from ground up. The biggest problem I have is I cannot see those fuel selectors. That can cause so much trouble if I hit the wrong one. Maybe I need to think about binding the headlamp to some switch. Actually, let's do it right now. Go to controls and let me check. What do I need to do? Right, I need to find the Bravo throttle and search by the name. I think it will go by head. Oh no, there's headphone. No light. Right, I'll try. Collapse all. Go to lights. Where's lights? Lights. Interior lights. Toggle flashlights. That's how it works. Right. Toggle. Okay, let it be toggle. I think that's good enough for today. Yay, it works. I've done the rightmost button on the Bravo. Cool. That will be helpful. Right, starting the engine, mixture forward, prop forward, throttle forward, prime it. We are starting the right engine. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, the fuel pump was running all the time, so it should be fine now. Mixture halfway, throttle idle, open it just a bit. And try to start it. Oh, I forgot the magnetos. No, magnetos to both and start. I think it's running. Yay! Good stuff. No, don't run, plane. Why are you running? Hey, why are you running? Right, I lock the parking brakes. Right alternator on. Let's get ready for takeoff. So we have... Right. This to both, landing lights on, heater stays, we're 23 degrees inside, so that's good. Fuel pump too low, mixture forward, throttle forward. Actually, let's wait a moment for temperature to reach the green, but that will be just a moment. Right, maybe that will be a bit longer moment. Flaps approach. And we'll get left fuel selector to right, so it's on the crossfit, so that we can equalize the fuel, so you have more fuel in the right tank. I'll need to remember about that. In the meantime, hey Ivanes, welcome. We did land with one engine, started the engine. I have been doing the drawings. Here's the drawing. I was trying to explain why the needles on the ALS are so sensitive, why you are very close to the runway, and less sensitive when you are far. Yay! I have a new stuff for drawing, but it turned out my setup needs some adjustment for ergonomics. But it worked. Good stuff. I like the tree. Yeah, Ten always ask for the happy little tree there in the corner, so there we go. Vex Ross, just like that. It's good. I just need to figure out some better ergonomics for me to do that. I'll think about it later on. Actually, I think about it now. I like the tree. Alright. Engine temperature is already there, but we haven't checked the approach. Actually, it's the same one. It's just the localizer. So we're doing the same, except we will not be using... How do we do that so we do not use the glide slope, just the localizer? I don't think we can do that. Oh no. I didn't think about it. So unless the glide slope is out, we cannot actually disable the glide slope readout, can we? Any ideas? I don't think we can. So in that case, we'll do the VR approach. So we go into holding over kilo alpha kilo, inbound 099. Then we do exit the hold, fly heading 057, well, radial 057, until 8.8 miles from kilo alpha kilo, right turn into final approach course 2 for right, kilo 39er2. Oh, and we start at 4,000. Then on the outbound we descend to 3000. Final approach fix, kilo 39er2 at 7.3 miles. And we do 3-degree descent path. Here's our table ground speed versus descent angle. For our ground speed we'll need our wind. So let's check it. We can actually check it here. Formation weather. To 10 at 4 knots. So that's not a lot. Might be a bit higher when we're up also. Alright, so I'll just subtract a few knots from our true airspeed to get the ground speed. That's it. CDFA. Minima 13,000 for me. I just rounded up, so it's easier to read for me. 13,000. And this will be offset, I believe. So that's 2 for right, and the runway heading is 052, which means this is... Well, the runway should be on our right. Well, of course, that depends on our wind correction and so on, so that's probably why no one says how much the offset is, because it can throw you off. Alright, that we know. Also there's these checkpoints. 6 miles 2590, 5 miles 2270, 4 miles, 3 miles, 2 miles. We'll be doing this checkpoint readouts as well. I do like doing that. That helps to... Well, it basically lets you if you're on the profile or not. Anything else? No. Very good. So let's tune in the VR. 112.9, there it is. This day job is really hampering my Twitch habit. I'm back. Welcome, welcome. Don't worry about it. You can always check the replay if you want. We completed the landing. I did the drawing, trying to explain why the needles are more sensitive once we get closer to the runway, and why it's so hard to chase them then. And we're ready for next approach. We'll be doing VR approach this time. MSA is same as last time. Go around, also same thing. Well, missed approach. I'll keep the view. I'll keep the view like this for myself, so I see the minima, I see the full path here. Alright, so we take off on heading 252. Let's set this up. Oh, it's actually set up. Great stuff. So what you can do is you can set the OBS straight away to our holding. That's 099. That's 100 less 1. Not sure. I think this will be the place. Right, call flaps open. Working brake released. Let's go. Throttle full forward. Engine instruments in the green. I need some right rudder correction. Whoa. Rotation. Above blue line. Positive climb. Gear up. 200. Reduce power. 28. 2550. Oh no, we should have kept the radial that we had because we need to do this leg now. Above 300, flaps up. I do not need to trim up anymore. Let me just adjust this. Crazy climb. Alright, let's get back on the radial. $1,000 to go. Once we're at 4,000, we'll simply turn around. Right, let's do rest of the steps. Landing lights off, fuel pumps off. I'll need to clean the mixture a bit, so I'll do just that. Right, we're good. There's 4,000. Our climb speed is outrageous. Alright, close the call flaps, reduce power. Go 22. 20, I think, will be just fine for us. It's a super fast aircraft. Right, now right turn inbound the VR is just behind us. Trying to keep the altitude, keep the turn. It is such a fast plane now when we have two engines. Oh dear. Right, let's keep the speed up. Remember, we have limit of 185 on the descent, on the outbound leg, on the approach. I'm just looking at the bearing indicator in the bottom left, the yellow arrow here. Now I'll set 099 on the OBS. Alright, so direct entry for us. Actually, we don't need to do the holding, but let's do one loop, see how this goes. Trying to keep direct the VR I need the wind correction also, it should be a bit to the right, so I'll keep the bearing a bit to the left. Also, our engine condition doesn't seem great. I'm not sure why that's the case. Anyway, it should be fine. I think we're overheard the VR. Yes, so let's turn to the right. I'll get the clock ready. I see it's super important to set this attitude indicator so that we have it, well, when we're on the ground it should be sitting at 0, I think. Actually, in the flight it should be sitting at 0, so it just needs to be adjusted to wherever it should be. Right, we are on the outbound heading, waiting for the flag to switch. When it goes down, I will start the clock. It just switched. Starting the clock. Also, the map seems to be working way better today than last time, so that's good. At 1 minute we'll turn inbound. So we are now, at least I think, doing the halt here. We just turn outbound. As we passed a beam, I started the clock. On 1 minute we'll start turning inbound to heading 099. Right, there's 1 minute. Also, bearing indicator is showing give or take 30 degrees to the right. I think we're a bit close, so we might need to tighten turn in the second half. I'll stop the clock, reset it and hide it. We don't need it anymore for now. Right, keep that 1 minute right turn. A bit of right rudder, so the ball is in the middle. Keep the altitude. CDI alive. We'll overshoot it a bit, so don't worry about that. We'll recapture it in a moment. Also, I will be twisting my heading back so that it's where we are actually going. Right, we did overshoot it quite a lot. Keep this angle to get the back on the radial. And then as we reach the VR, we'll start descent. We go 057. There's the radial. I will overshoot it another time on the other way. 1.5 miles, so that's 1 mile to go, give or take. There's the city in front of us. Right, we are basically over the VR, so the CDI will escape here as soon as it flag switches. Right, now radial 057, so to the left, switch the CDI to 057. Actually, I should have started turn a bit early so that we do not need to chase back this radial. And I have to help. See you, Herbert. Very nice to see you here. We'll see you next time. Bye bye. Would love to stay, but got some stuff to do. Of course, don't worry about it. It's totally understandable. Right, descending 3000. So let's set this on the altitude window. Recapturing the radial. I'm keeping 1000 feet per minute descent here. I think I forgot the prop sync, so let's turn it on. Right, we have the radial and we go to, let me see, 8.8 miles, then we turn right inbound to 48. 8.8 miles. 300 to go on the descent. Also remember the speed limit is 185. It's mostly for the turn, so... Here's our altitude, adding a bit of power. This is working great so far, and we'll see what happens in a moment. .5 miles, so 3 miles to go. 3 miles to go. Two miles to go. So we are on this teardrop approaching the 8.8. We'll be turning right in a moment. One mile to go. .7, 8.8. Alright, start the turn. Keep this in. Let's see what happens. Actually, this speed is pretty high. I wonder how this will work. Keep the altitude. Keep the right turn rate. Rate of turn. Alright, meanwhile I'll start configuring so I don't get later. Prop sync off, landing lights on, fuel pumps too low. Mixture forward, prop forward. And we need to, final approach course 248. Let's select that on the OBS. Keep the altitude, I just climbed a bit too high. That's 250, 2 clicks, that should be 248. Right, we did overshoot it here, so let's slow down. Throttle idle. And final approach fix, distance 7.3. Speed check, gear down, flaps approach. Add some more power so we do not lose the speed. Move the heading back to our final approach course. Intercept this radial. Keep the speed in. Alright, 7.3 is our final approach fix. And remember, I'll be reading our altitude according to the table. Here we are back on radial. I want to slow down a bit. One mile to go. Alright, I'll try to give some better power setting. can already see the runway there. I will not be looking outside though. Half mile to go. Alright, 0.2, so I'll start the descent now, so that we are not chasing it. Actually started for myself. Alright, let's see, we need 600 feet per minute, and alright, that's set. Final check, gear down through grid, prop forward, mixture forward, all the fuel tanks, okay, they're okay. And we need like 650 per minute, next 6 miles, 2590. Reduce the power, so remember every 1000 feet I will need to dial down the power by 1 inch. Right, 6 miles, 2590 is the next one. 6 miles, where we are on profile. Next 5 miles, 2270. So that's the table I'm reading, you can see that. Next 5 miles, 2270. Try to keep this 600 feet per minute descent. I'll actually slow down just a bit more. So because on the VR approach, well, the CDFA VR approach, you're just looking mostly at your vertical speed, it's somehow easier for me than the ALS, because you do not have to chase the needles. But on the previous ALS I did it right way, chasing the needles second, keeping constant vertical speed first, and you saw that it worked pretty well. Right, we smashed that one. 5 miles, next 4 miles, 1950. So we are, I can see already, sea will be low. Right, 4 miles, 100 low, next 3 miles, 1640. And we are 500 to go. $400 to go. Right, there's 3 miles. Oh, we are on profile. 300 to go. $200 to go. $100 to go. Right, and 2 miles, 1312. That's basically at the minimums. 2 mile, 1320. And minimums. Runway side, let's go for landing. We did final check, let's do it again. Gear down 3 green, prop forward, mixture forward. I can slow down now because we are a bit fast. Actually, flaps full, so we can slow down a bit faster. And we are on puppy. I have a feeling like this puppy is getting us too high, but maybe it's just me. Oh, I got below the blue line here. Well below the blue line, so I shouldn't have touched the flaps there. We were just fine as we were. Feels super high, I'm not sure why that's the case. Maybe the runway is shorter than I had gotten used to. Also crosswind from the left, so a bit of right rudder, some left aileron. Now we're high. Here's the aiming point. Oh, we can actually see the whole touchdown zone lights. Rolling throttle to the idle, round out, flare. Boom. Right, here's the claps. Actually, we're pretty close to the center line, so I'm getting better at this stuff. All the brakes, let's stop here. Flaps up one notch to approach. Whoa, whoa, keep the engine running. So it died last time because we were so high. The altitude was pretty high, and I think that's the reason why it was dying. Right, good stuff. I pretty enjoyed it. I understand it's all dark outside, so you do not really see where we are going, and I see the map when dark, so let me refer it. Jesus! Vex! Welcome! Shout out our good friend Jesus. Welcome, welcome. We completed 2 approaches. One was engine out, second not so much. And actually I'll show you the one that we just did. Just this map keeps going black, so I had to reset it every now and then. So the approach we did is the VR approach, but this is CDFA. That's not very common in US, am I right? And that's the one I was trying to explain to you. So there's a final approach fix, not point, it's a fix. And you have a checkpoint table. I think it's called checkpoints, that's what I saw in the Jepson manual. Interesting. Yeah, we almost always have those, and you almost always have the step downs, which are a bit crazy. This feels a bit better, and it's more stable, like you know what you're doing, you're on a continuous descent, like this is great. We start here and then we read the checkpoints. So I start here, say next 6 miles 2590, then I get there, say 6 miles 50 feet high, next 5 miles 2217, and so on and so on. It's just the last one is a bit challenging because it's right over the minima. And I'm also doing the read-ups, 1500, 300 to go, 1000 to go, 300, 500 to go, 400 to go, 300 to go, 200 to go, 100 to go, minimums. Which one should we do now? ILS or VR? I wanted to do the localizer, but I don't think there is a way for me to get rid of the glide slope, unless you have any idea. We can... we can cheat a bit and get rid of that. I can just open some widget and use it to cover. Will that work? So they are semi-transparent, so maybe it will work. Lurk, right, Jesus, we'll see you later. Oh, but I cannot make it smaller in the width, so that's not great. If there is a way to get rid of the glide slope, that would be nice, but I don't have any idea at the moment. Hey Zeus, how's your burn flying? I know you're lurking, so you can answer later. Got to buy my parking spot at the airport. Whoa, how does that work? Oh, the sun and fan. Is that the case? Right. I will go correct my chair so I'm not sliding all the time. Give me a sec, I'll back in a few seconds. I'll get it to the outside view. Oh, it's not super nice. Now I buy the parking spot to leave my car parked at the airport online, so it's reserved, and I just come straight in tomorrow and park. Oh, tomorrow. And then when I come back, my car is waiting for me at the airport. It's cheaper online. Alright. Complicated stuff. I leave tomorrow, 9 p.m. Alright, gotcha. Cool enough. I don't think my chair operation was a success. I will need to find a better way. What solutions do you have so your chair is not sliding all over the place? Sun and fun with Joe this Saturday. Cool. I'm super jealous, would love to go to. Not really possible. Alright, cool flying. I'm getting more confident with the IFR. Right, like not fighting to stay on track. It's getting a bit better. What shall we do? Oh, we also have the RNP approach. Let's do this one next. So we'll fire up the GPS and do it. Unless we can also select the other runway. Well, there's only the VRDME on the other one. Oh, it's pretty similar, but it's a racetrack. But we can try this one as well. Let's do the RNP, and next we can do this VR with the racetrack. Remember, it's called the racetrack, not the holding. Even if they do overlap. And yeah, they have a different symbology. That's how we know. Holding's holding, racetrack is part of the approach. Alright, so the RNP. Check here. Well, it's final approach point, I think. Kilo 362 at 3000 LPV, cat 1. Terrain altitude, refer to minimums. Miss approach, straight ahead, course 252 to kilo 548. Also, the previous one was different. Kilo 396. Wonder why they don't have any definition here. Guy, come on! Handsome and can fly, Samia. Welcome, very nice to see you. Yeah, we are flying. Hello, bot. That was the bot, that's right. But I did set up myself, I wrote the hi with my hand, so it's kind of like I'm doing this. I'm reading it anyway. We're flying here in Krakow, Poland. It's nighttime. We have the FailBot, we did ILS approach, VR approach, and now we'll be doing the RMP. Also, one thing is that in VR, in Europe, we usually have the CDFA approaches, not the step downs. I like those way more. See, this is the VR approach, and it has the step down. Bless me with the Flow Pro Simbrief route. Yes, that's a good one. I'm glad you like it. That's so nice. I will never forget. Alright, so we'll see about that. Yeah, it is pretty useful. It turned out pretty well. Chewy had the idea. I did implement it. It's great. Also, shout out to you. There you go. Sky Command, another cool streamer. It was a game changer. Alright. I'm happy to hear that. It's actually a simple script, so it's good that it's doing such a great job. You're very welcome. So, the viewers in Europe, we do have CDFA most of the time, not the step downs. I do recommend it to practice, because what you do is you just keep continuous vertical speed on the descent, and then check your profile based on those checkpoints. So you start the final approach fix, go for 5 times ground speed descent rate, keep that. And once you start, you say next 6 miles 2590, then you reach 6 miles and you say 50 feet high, next 5 miles 2270, and so on and so on. Even the auto new routes, it's so hot. They're probably friendly. Oh, you have sent Your thank yous many times. Actually, I was well glad someone just rushed out to get it. That was fun. I did enjoy. Firebird with the sub. Oh, Sky Command gifting the sub to Firebird. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, I'm still not great at reading those. Thank you, Sky Command. That's much appreciated. I'm glad you're enjoying. Everyone's thanking everyone. That's great stuff. Right, next we'll do R&P. Please keep it going. Sure, if you have any ideas, please let me know. Just keep in mind that it's good to start with the small ideas that have some well-defined scope and then just building on that. Because it's easy to get ahead of ourselves and try to do too much, and then instead of being a help, it's just causing trouble when I'm coding, I mean. So true. Yeah. Reach. Right, I love this approach. So we start 4000 at Ofuk. That's a great point name. So and give this man a bigger mic. I have a pretty big mic. Hang on, I'll try to show you. Alright, that wasn't very wise, but we survived. Basically, my setup is pretty tight, so when I'm doing this, it's catching all the cables and whatnot, but we are good. Don't worry about it. Also, we have the draw. I did draw before, trying to explain why the needle on the ALS is getting more sensitive as we get closer to the runway. I think it's pretty obvious, because the angle, well, the displacement that gives the same angle is smaller. Armorok, welcome. Very nice to see you. Here's your shout out. Another cool streamer. It's an air test. Armorok, how are you doing? Hello Vex, how are you doing? Good. What an auto shout out. Yes, this in FailBot, so if you want I can help you with that. I have this set up. I explained this before. So basically there's the event we arrived and there's the effects. It's also explained in a YouTube video. I did follow that, but to be fair, it did take me quite a long time, so I'll need to figure out how to make it easy for other people. I also have the similar shoutout command that does the same thing. Damn, that's cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Actually, Ibanez had it, so that was one reason, and then I needed some bot for the FailBot to control the channel point rewards. Yes, those two. And I decided to use FailBot as the middleman because I didn't have all the tools I needed in Flow to do that easily. It's technically possible, but it's a bit of a hassle, so I decided to use a middleman and chose FailBot to do that. Alright, Ofuk 4000, 3000, Kilo 362 at 6.8 from the runway. Thank you for the shout. You're very welcome. How is your streaming? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm not sure if you're not streaming or if I missed the notifications. But when you're streaming, I really did enjoy it. If you need any help with the setup, please let me know. I'm happy to help. I have learned a lot over the last few months, so I'm very happy to share that. Right, not talking, let's set this up. Procedure, approach, kilo approach, RNAV25 LPV. That's us. Localizer performance with vertical guidance. I'm getting better at this stuff because of the sim. I'm starting to remember things that I had trouble with before. We'll go with the mouth mode now. Why not? Right, let's see. All flaps open. The engines are not getting cooked today. Tomorrow I'm streaming some VFR. Gonna do North Spain this time for my VFR Fly Odyssey playlist. Cool. That's great. Do you have any tip how to not get my chair sliding when I'm using the rudder pedals? I switched the chair and I'm struggling with this. Right, I think everything's set up for takeoff. Oh, the altitude, we need 4000. Now we're not on VATSIM because I have the FailBot, I'm doing something new, I'm doing the approaches, so not on VATSIM today. But I think I feel very confident with the engine failures, so shall we go on VATSIM sometime and just do the failures on VATSIM, not telling the controller? Except I will need to pause them for takeoff because it's not a great idea if I step on the runway. Anyway, let's go. Oh, hang on. I need to switch those fuel tanks because remember I switched them for... Also I banned some key for the headlamp because I couldn't see those fuel selectors for the life of me. See, like it's very easy to get the wrong one off. And then we have one dead engine and now we have two dead engines and it's not great. Throttle forward, engine instruments in the green. We're rolling. How's the Baron? Haven't tried it. I absolutely love it. I think it's the best twin at the moment that we have. Also, there's 3,000 feet until the end of the runway. There's 2,000 feet with the yellow lights, and now we'll see 1,000 feet with the red lights here. I forgot to set the trim. Nice to hear. Yeah, it really is great. Above the blue line, positive climbs. Gear up. Over 200 feet, reduce power, 27, 25, 50. Over 300 feet, flaps up, trim up. Why I'm pushing the rudder. Hey, I think I didn't set my heading. It should be 252. There we go. I'm like a madman, and there's two versions of the Baron. There's turbo and normally aspirated. I do fancy the normally aspirated more because it's more challenging in engine failures, but both of them are great. And of course, it's not perfect. It has few quirks or things like that, but well, it's just more streamlined than this 3110 or 414. I just enjoy it way more. Also, we need to switch this to GPS. I forgot. 1,000 to go. And it really is a joy to fly. It's super streamlined, like everything works okay. Few glitches might be here and there, but super minor. I think compared to the 310 and 414, I like this more because everything works out of the box, even if it doesn't have all these nice fancy features that the others have. Oh no, we've got so much work here, too tired to streaming. To be fair, it's kind of the point for me as well, but what happens for me, I know I have streaming scheduled and it's very hard to me to say I'm cancelling the stream. Actually, it happened a few times I wanted to cancel the stream and then I just got myself to do it, said a stream will be a bit shorter, and actually once I start it feels pretty okay. I'm actually chilling here. Well, to be fair, it is a bit stressful and demanding on my body, but like mentally it feels very well. And plus I'm doing what I like to do, and otherwise I might have been too tired to fly myself, not off stream. So it really helps me a lot. Alright. Let's reduce the power, I think 25, 22? Let's go that, close the cowl flaps. I haven't done the things. Drop sync on, fuel pumps off, landing lights off. Alright, I totally forgot to do the things after takeoff checklist. How does it look like here on the map? Oh, I thought we have a route here, but it's just... Alright, so let's turn right and go direct off hook. What's our flight plan saying here? Let's see. Oh, it actually thinks we're on the go-around. Great stuff. So we need to load it again. Lately I've got... Oh, I usually try to see how I'm and then decide if I'll stream or not, but lately I decided to at least stream over the games that are less demanding on my brain compared to flying. Yeah, good decision. I just have a stream schedule set up and... Well, there are no other events that would be stopping me from it, so I just go and do it even if I'm tired. And more often than not, once I start, it it settles down, I feel better than before, and I can just go ahead and stream. Procedure, approach, load and activate. Alright, off hook, no, back. Whoa, my altitude. I just am getting better at this. And we're not getting better whatsoever. Icy Dragon, sweep this up. Thank you, Icy. 3 months. Awesome. Wait. Oh, you gifted someone a sub last stream. Thank you, Icy. I much appreciate it. Sad to see it goes out of your pilot training pocket, but hey, I much appreciate it. No, it's a milestone. Oh, here's the shout out. Our cool friend Icy, the menace, the chaos incarnate. You've got so many emotes. Oh, this is the Twitch one. Gotcha. I'm trying to set up the approach, but I'm not very succeeding on that. I have to go back, go to the flight plan. Where's the flight plan? Flight plan, here. And we want to go off hook. Activate leg. Alright, so that's how it works. Bobs it off hook. No. Not what you want to do. Alright. Cancel this, direct. Flight plan, off hook. Activate. That's how it works. Now that's better. I'm hopping to new antennas. I'm flying the Juno flight, so it will be working in the meantime. Cool. Thank you for coming. How is Ten doing? I hope he's doing okay. Direct track 09 and Earth, so let's set this up. Nine, right. So far good with 10. I lost 1 aircraft. Oh, that's good. That's basically zero losses. Just a normal flight for either. Also, what happened to that Honda jet in the forest? Have you seen the video I posted from the Air America movie? Once I saw the picture, it totally reminded me of them just crashing in the helicopter into the trees. It is the same picture. Seems I am still losing frames on OBS. It's probably not stable. What movie heard my name somehow? Air America. Air America. If you haven't seen it, it's a good one. I can recommend. I think that's the name. I was like, what? Yeah, hear my name sometimes as well when people say similar words. Yeah, that's the one. It's a great movie. I totally can recommend. Hey, we activated the wrong leg. Oh, no, it's just telling us to do this sharp turn here, but we're not doing that. So we'll just fly to off hook actually, and then do the turn. Don't worry about what it's showing right now. Final approach course is 252, so I'll set this up on the CDI. You're in Warsaw. No, you're in Krakow. Echo Papa Kilo Kilo. It's south of Warsaw. It's like 250 kilometers, 200. I'm not exactly sure. Right, 250, 252. Just figure out when I look at the echo. Oh, gotcha. Also, I have this map on the bottom right, but sometimes it's going black. Please let me know when that happens. I'll just refresh it and it should be good. the altitude. I'm still not sure what this button is. Does it mean? No, I don't know. GPS approach active. Well, let's give it. Also, it's ICAO code, not the ICAO. ICAO is the organization. That's the ICAO airport code. Know how this bothers me more than it should. Don't worry about it. I know everyone is saying that. Right, there's Ofuk to our right hand. So let's get ready for the approach. Just check the minima 980. So yeah, let's do 980. I'll try to read that out. So right inbound Ofuk. I'll start slowing down. Throttle back, prop forward, mixture forward. This should slow us down. So remember to keep the attitude and vertical speed. Sure, I need to roll back the power a bit more. Let's go to 1500. I should remember what pitch I need for the turn. Right, now we need to intercept this. It's like 252 is set, so that should be okay. I'll switch the heading back. Go heading back 252. Right, let's get all the other stuff going. Prop sync off. Landing lights on, fuel pumps too low. Check the fuel. We are over half on the main tanks. Right, all good. I still wonder what's the magenta thing. Actually, 10 wondered if that's a missing texture. It very well may be. That's interesting. Alright, we are almost over Ofuk. Oh, I smashed the route. Let's zoom this in. I need to see a bit more. Keep the 4000. Right, there's Ofuk next, Kilo 362. And we need to descend to 3000, so let's set this up. 3000 in the box. Well, 3000 in the altitude selector. Let's descend there, rolling back the power. Speed check, gear down, flaps approach. And our final approach point, Kilo 362 at 3000. And that's 6.8 miles from the runway. $500 to go. I can already see the runway, so can you? I'll be just trying to look inside for the time being. I need to figure out to get some hood or IFR glasses. It will be nice to have that. Leveling off, add some power. Kilo 362 in... How would I tell how far? It should be saying somewhere. That's not nice. I would like to have this readout somewhere on the GPS. I need to set this up. Actually, we can get the readout here from the RNAV. No, that's the third one. Right, Kilo 362 now. Established on final track, established on... fully established an approach. We can start the descent now, rolling back the power. Let's do full flaps now. Oh, speed check, flaps full. We're actually a bit too fast for the flaps full. This one has such powerful engines, it's not a bad idea to have those flaps. Right, here's the blue line. Remember not to go below the blue line. We're slightly below the vertical path, so I'll try to raise there. Alright, let's go with glide slope, slightly above the glide slope. On glide slope, need to increase our vertical speed to 500 feet per minute down. Maybe just even a bit more. Actually, 500 seems to be working fine. We're slightly to the right. And the minimum hour 990. So that's a lot to go. Also, because it is normally aspirated, you need to add or reduce power every 1000 feet by 1 inch. I need to get into the habit of doing readouts at full 1000 feet and do that then. Hey, this approach is working pretty well. I'm not looking where I should be looking. Slightly below glide slope. 2000 feet, reducing again 1 inch. And 1000 to go. Maybe I reduced a bit too much. Slightly below glide slope, correcting slightly to the left. Right, 800 to go. Oh, right, I started the readout at 500. Getting above the glide slope, correcting. 500 to go. $400 to go. $300 to go.
500.
$200 to go. $100 to go. And minimum. Runway inside. Continue. Alright, that was pretty nice. Actually, that was pretty stable. I'm getting the hang of it. And seems having the full flaps really helped here a lot, so we'll keep doing that on the Baron. Right, let's land here. Throttle idle. Ground effects. And there we go. All right. Oh, keep the power in at 1000. Working brake set. Flaps approach. Right. What do we do next? ILS VR. I think we'll do the ILS. I need to train this a bit more. Map is still running. Good stuff. Right, so we'll do one more approach. We'll do the ILS that we did at the very beginning. Here's the ILS, so similar story. Takeoff, go over Kilo Alpha Kilo. Outbound, procedure turn at off hook. 4000, descent 3000. 252 final approach course, minima 981. That's pretty much it. I wish it could turn off the glide slope in Misfits, that would be nice. I'm pretty sure it's possible in X-Plane. We haven't done any missed approach today, so we need to practice this some more next time. Also, I haven't read this on the briefing. Copy left side. Approach lightning system with flashing. I don't remember. I think those in leading lights too. Also, we need to start doing circlings. That will be cool, but of course they have the higher minima. Actually, maybe we can do circle to land. We'll see. Maybe I'll do circle. No, we'll go to the minimums and land. That's the plan. Let's do it. We'll go to the circle to land next time. Right, let's go. I forgot to send the ground altitude. No, busted. How did this happen? Alright. Anyway, I think we're good enough. I'm thinking. Also, I was telling you about the lights on the runway. Maybe I didn't do this very explicitly. Those lights are telling you how much runway is left, and if I remember correctly, I might be wrong. First there are intertwining red and white lights at 3000 feet to go. Well, 3000 feet remaining. At 2000 feet remaining you have the yellow runway edge lights, and 1000 feet remaining you have all the red central line lights. Actually, we can go to the drone camera, I can show you that. So, if I remember the numbers correctly, see there is red, white, that's 3000 feet remaining. Then at 2000 feet remaining we have the yellow lights on the runway edge light. So you can see them here on the side. So they're disappearing as we get closer. And 1000 feet remaining you get all the red lights on the center line. So I'm trying to take note of that as we were taking off, just to have some reference of how we're doing. Let's go back then. Right, ready, steady, let's go. Working brake release and cold flaps open. This landing rate will actually go out in a moment. We need to trim down a bit, like a lot. Speed alive, red line, rotate. We're within 2000 feet remaining, still more than 1000 feet remaining. Alright, above the blue line, positive climb, gear up. I'll suspend this so we have some guidance at least, because I forgot to set everything up. Flaps up, trim up. I actually need to trim up a lot to get on proper speed. And landing lights off. Oh, I forgot to reduce the power. 27, 25, 50. Link lights off, fuel pumps off. I'd never do prop sync. I think we can do this on max continuous power. And we can close the cowl flaps. They do not have too much effect here, so that's one of the tiny things that I would like to get corrected. Alright, I'll switch the nav to the ILS. Oh, actually it's the VR. Switch to ILS. We'll just use the localizer. Right, we smashed 1000 to go. We are basically on the localizer. Here's 4000, level off. Reducing power already, but we'll still accelerate, and we can do right turn, intercept the localizer, do the outbound, and we'll be all good. Keep the altitude. I need to trim down. I'll already 200 feet above, so that's not great. Bit more rudder in the turn to keep the ball in the center. That's a nice rate one turn, looks good so far. Keeping the altitude a bit better. Hey, I really need to keep getting focused on the flying. Right, also our airspeed seems to be nice. I'll keep that. Right, we'll keep 30-degree intercept angle. So I'll stay on this heading. Let's keep the heading back. Localizer alive. Oh, actually, now we're overhead probably. I'm just looking at the GPS here. I'll keep the GPS on for the time being. Map is still working for you, so that's great. I need to keep this altitude holding. It's not always working as I would like it to. Okay, I think we'll switch to the VR for a moment, because we have no readout on the localizer, because we're basically overheaded, so that's understandable. Here's the VR. We are very close to being overhead, so I'll just turn on the outbound. Don't worry about it all too much. Right, we continue. At Ofuk we do procedure turn to the left. What procedure turn do we do? Let's do 45 180 for practice, so I'll keep the clock up. Already reset. Keep the altitude. Let's see if we have the localizer readouts already. Yes, we do. Alright, so let's get left to capture this localizer. Seems to be pretty much okay so far. Localizer alive, we are very close, so we do not need a lot of correction angle to intercept it. Otherwise, I'll just get in trouble. Alright, on localizer on the back course. Keep the altitude. Let's see, Ufuk is at, we're 11.7 miles, we are 8.1, so that's still 3.5 miles to go. Should be there in no time. So I'm a bit upset that this HSI doesn't have the 45-degree marks. Very often there are marks here, so it's very easy to tell when you are 45-degree off of the heading that you have pre-selected. That's super helpful, but doesn't seem to be here. No. $10 miles, 1.7 to go. 1.5 now. Oh no, my bandwidth is not great for Misfits. What is up, Misfits? Half mile to go. Right, we'll do 45 to the left. I'll set the heading already. We'll be about here. 12 miles, let's do the turn. Keep the altitude. Beat rudder. Rate 1 turn and start the clock. So we should be doing time turn, time twist turn, clock. So start the clock first, then start turning, then, or maybe, yeah, time turn twist clock. Start the clock, turn, twist the OBS, or heading back, and then talk if we need to have anyone to talk to. 30 seconds, 30 more to go. Trying to keep the altitude. Almost 1 minute, and 1 minute now. 180 to the right. Keep that altitude. Right, that's right 1 turn. I have too much right rudder, so I'll release a bit. Keep the vertical speed. I need to be looking more at that altitude indicator, not everything else. It should do the job for me. Alright, I forgot to keep the intercept angle, so let's do that. We need 30-45 degrees. Actually, this should give us a 45-degree when we're on the top of the needle. I mean that this heading line here is on the top of the needle. Localizer alive, start the turn. Right, Ofuk is 11.7 miles. We'll reset the clock, get on this heading. So 11.7, that's when we start descending 3000. So we have 3 miles to go. Right, that's a lot. In the descent, I'll also slow down and configure the aircraft. Need to correct to the right, we got a bit too far to the left. The altitude, no, I was doing so well, now I smashed it. Also should beep once we hit 200 above or below, not 250. I wonder why that is beeping a bit too late. 1 mile to go. Half mile to go, almost there. Alright, we can actually... No, we need to go through it. 11.7, throttle idle, prop forward, mixture forward. Slowing down now. Props and off, landing lights on, fuel pumps too low. Check the tanks, we're at half tanks and we're on the main tanks. Alright. Keep this altitude, speed check, gear down, flaps approach, add some power. I should have had 1000 feet per minute during this whole operation. I did go to 2000 feet per minute down, so that's a bit high descent rate. Alright, final approach fix, kilo 362 at 7 miles, and that's where we start the descent, and minimal 991. Alright. 7 miles is the number to remember. 3 miles to go. Almost at our altitude, 200 to go. 2 miles to go. There's 3000. I didn't pre-select it, so let's fix that. Let's pre-select it. Level off. 1.5 miles to go. At 1 mile, I think I'll go full flaps. Actually, maybe half mile full flaps and then start descending. Oh, for that we also need to slow down. So let's do that. Let's see if 15 seems to be doing the job. Yeah. 1 mile to go. Half mile to go, speed check, flaps full. Right. 0.3, start descending and capture the glide slope. Go around altitude 4000 is set. Alright. No, our speed below the blue line. No. We need above the blue line. Try 20 on the manifold pressure, see if that helps with their speed. Seems a bit better now. Alright, 19 maybe, or 18. I think 18 works for us. It's good to know these power settings up front, not just figure them out of the approach, but I'm not sure how to tell, it's not in the manual usually. Alright, seems 18 is great, it keeps us just a few knots above the blue line, so that's where I like it to have it. Slightly below the glide slope, correcting slightly to the right. Try to remember my pitch. The top of the arrow is just below the horizon line. We are on the glide slope now. That's great. Try to keep 500 feet per minute descent. Should be great. Still need to improve my instrument scan. I'm looking for a long periods of time on one instrument. That's a bit dangerous because other instrument can get out of the place where we want it to be. Right, attitude indicator heading a bit to the left, so getting a slight turn, that's heading okay. Keep the pitch, descent rate's okay. We're low on the glide slope, so we actually need to go a bit up. And 1000 to go. We are slightly to the right, slightly below, correcting. Actually needs a bit more power to keep the airspeed and correct for the glide slope. Seems much easier with the full flaps here, although we are way slower, so if there was anyone behind us, they wouldn't be very happy. Right, now we are on glide slope, on localizer. Now the power is just a bit too much. Watching the altitude as well all the time. Now we're above glide slope. Let's correct that. $500 to go, 400 to go. 300 to go.
500.
200 to go, well below the glide slope. That's bad. Right, let's just give it. Alright, it's saved. 100 to go. And the minimum. Runway side, continue. Stuff. Oh, we're on puppy now, even. Keep this on puppy then. I think we just got high on puppy. Anyway. Rolling the throttle back. Getting ground effect. Throttle idle. Pulling. There you go. That was pretty nice. Step on the brakes. I think it will be too late to vacate via Bravo here or Delta. Okay. Slow down and check the situation. Where's the Delta? Oh, keep the power in. I don't even know. Check the refer diagram then. Actually, it should be just behind us because it's in front of us. Oh, it's in front of us. There's a line turning to the left, so let's vacate there. Sweet landing. Yeah, that went pretty nice. I am getting better and better at this. Also, the whole approach, it was pretty nice. I'm finally keeping this somewhat stable. still could be a bit better. Also remember there was no turbulence or... What's going on here? What's up with them? I think I need to get rid of some signs. This one should be in the middle of the taxiway. I think I have also the signs from Black Square, that's why. Such a good pilot. Thank you, Mikwa. I'm practicing. You know, if you think you're good and then you don't practice, you become bad. So it's super important. And remember last time it was way worse. So practice is super important here. And you see how this works. I still need to work on my instrument scan. Well, unfortunately I don't have this. Well, I have the Toby, but it will not work with this screen. The screen is just too big. I'd like you to see where I'm looking, just so you can shout at me I'm doing it wrong. Alright, flaps up. Forgot all the things. I mean, I forgot fuel pumps off, landing lights off, taxi lights on, row off. Alright, that's done. But I have a good idea how I'm doing that. How I'm trying to correct everything, so it should help with your practice as well, I believe. This instrument scan is super important. Remember the pitch and bank you need, and then just glance at the heading, see if you are left or right. Well, glance at the heading, then glance at the localizer and glide slope, glance back, glance at the vertical speed, altitude and so on. Also on the readouts, I was doing 1000 and then from 500. I think once I start 1000, I just need to do it every 100 because I tend to forget to start doing the 500 readout. So to get into this tempo, I'll just be doing 1000 to go, 900 to go, and just by 100. It's way more to talk, but I think it's safer to not forget this final countdown because it's super important. Alright, that was pretty nice flying today. A lot of approaches. Held the engine there. Is that where we are supposed to turn now, or is it not yet? I think it's not. No, that's the military apron. That's what's happening here, and our aircraft is here. So we will go right into Golf. Coming up close. I added a bit too much power. Here's the Golf. Alright, there was sign right, Golf on the right. Slow down a bit, not so fast plane. Golf to the right. I need to fix my situation with the chair and everything. Hope you didn't have to wait too much for me today. But we are getting there. Our stand was next to the EasyJet, so let's try to get back there. Right, I see it's turning left in a moment. Here we go to the left. Right, that's the one. Now try to find the stand. Oh, there are actually those taxiway lines to get into the stand. Here's the one, and here's the one next. Wait. That's the EasyJet one. Right, so we need the next one. Oh, slow down a bit, too much. I think we'll try to get here. Let's see if that works. Yep, there is space for us. Great. There's a lot of space here, so we'll just stop somewhere. Okay, I think this works. Or maybe went too far, no idea. I think we're good. Hi Dryson, hello there. Here's your shout out. Welcome, welcome. Very nice to see you, Dryson. How are you doing? I've been flying today again. You're streaming at the similar time to me, so I very often miss that. I have a ton of notification. Peter Mooney, 757 Spine, Chewy Nuts, Sim Caesar, Be Mint. There's so many. Haven't seen you streaming, so doing alright. Just got home. Oh, had to do that annual event. Gotcha. Too bad. All flaps open. Let's get everything down. The taxi light off and transponder standby. Now we shut down everything. Transponder off. Don't think we can turn this guy off. Let's try. I'm not sure actually. No. I know we can turn off this one. Just get all the way to the left. Turn off this radio, this off. Avinix master off. All these heaters off. Vent blower off, heater off. Close the door. I managed to keep a good temperature today, and that's a great success. Action. Alternators off. Mixture off. Magnetos off. Fuel selectors. I need the flashlight. They're off. Right, panel, flats. Actually, let's do them at the end. Beacon, nav, flats, panel, and battery off. That's all, folks. Alright, that was some good flying. I feel a bit more in practice, but then you know what happens. I don't do this for 2 weeks and it's bad again. Let's have a look here on Volanta. Complete now. And review the flight. Aramar, good sub. Thank you. Welcome. So that's what we've been doing. There was one holding here, one holding here, I believe. Hype. Yes. Right, there's a lot, so it doesn't look super. Here's our procedure turn. The other one, which turned out to be a bit too quick. What else do we have here? Here's the VR approach. Now I'm gonna sleep. Have a wonderful evening, guys. See you next time. We'll see you next time, Aramorok. Thank you for stopping by. It's very nice to have you here. Thank you. And all the touchdowns in the world. Remember that Volanta has different values than my bot for various reasons. Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm very glad you're enjoying this. So that's the rifle for flying. 4 approaches, 2 hours. Let's go. Right, I'll close this. Oh, the map went black again. I'm not sure why the Navigraph is doing that. Unhappy. Let's kill it. Also, Dryson, I've been drawing today. I have a drawing tablet. It's pretty cool. Nice drawing, yes. I was trying to explain why the needles get more sensitive as they get closer, because the same angular deflection gets you there with a with a smaller deflection distance. Tonk is missing. Oh no. Hang on. I just realized the positions I have this in are not great, so I need to find a better spot for next stream. Hang on. I hope it works now. Tongue is there. We need the tongue. Tongue hype. Yeah, tongue. Tongue is real. I need to organize my place a bit better. Also, I wonder, all of you that have office chairs, how do you do it so that the chairs are not sliding? I changed my chair, but it doesn't have the lockable wheels, which, you know, was my favorite feature of the previous, well, chair. So, not sure how to work with that now. Remember, it was a nice sunset when we came here. Now it's just pitch black. And here the engine's cooling down. That's really nice. Right, I think we can keep this view. And I'll play the outro for you. Then we'll go raid someone. I wonder if Dan is still flying or has he arrived. So give me a moment, I'll get all the stuff running and I'll be talking to you in a few moments. Also, the outro will take like 5-10 minutes, then we'll go raid someone, so if you can, please stick out for the raid. Alright, guitar stuff is running. Let's get the chirps in. Hear the chirps, we can kill the desk with music. And let's get the guitar. I'll try to play the same thing I played at the beginning, so bear with me. No more power use? What do you mean? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. I also played something a bit simpler today, so because I have other stuff going, as you have seen. Anyway, it's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed the flight. The practice is working very well. The Baron is fantastic. Also, remember, if you are planning to buy it, remember it requires the deluxe or premium version of the game, unfortunately. But the Baron is really nice. I really enjoy flying it, and it seems that it's pretty seamless. Autocorrect really does not like this word Yuke. Oh, no more Yuke. Well, the Yuke is there. We'll play it another time. I just wanted to do something different today and possibly easier, so that's why you heard the power chords. That's what got me confused, because I played the power chords, you know. Right, let's see who's up, who we can write. I'm thinking Peter Mooney, but let's see. Ten is still going, that's crazy. What's up with 10? This guy, oh, he just landed, right, so we're going for Peter Mooney then. Chu is also up, everyone is up, there's so many cool people. Let's go for Peter Mooney. I hope he's not done yet. Right, he's only been up for 1 hour, so he's probably not done whatsoever. Next stream will be on Sunday, as usual, 17 Zulu. I'll see you there. Thank you for coming. It's been real fun. I did enjoy it. Nighttime flying is a bit more demanding, as you have seen. I still need to find a way to practice in actual instrument conditions. I think zooming in. No CTP Saturday streaming. I'm not doing the tubes all too much on stream. I mean, there's so many good people doing that. I'll leave it to you, yourself included. And I'll see what I'll be doing Sunday. Baron CTP. That's a great idea. That's totally possible. Much love. Thanks always for the chill content. Hey Kamiko, I'm very glad you're enjoying it. That's so nice. Thanks for the stream. Have a good evening. You know, have a great evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. I hope you had a chance to learn something today. Remember, everything I'm saying may be wrong, but I'm trying to give you good ideas and point into the right direction. Right, let's go to Peter Mooney. Let's say hi. I'll paste the hives. And I'll see you there. Thank you. Let's go. I'll actually switch the scene. I'm thinking to you. And let's go to Peter Mooney. Bye.